So again, the topic for today, we will be focusing on the third topic, which is scaling. Okay, so before anything else, class, before we start our main discussion, ano yung idea ninyo, class, when you hear the word scaling?
Magtansya, sir. Kung paano magtansya.
Sino yun? Si
Manigos
Manigos?
po, sir.
Okay. Magtansya. Sige, tingnan natin mamaya. Okay. So hold your thoughts, class, because mamaya we will be validating whether what you have given na answer will be correct or not, or unsa ba, duol ba siya dito sa definition nato sa scaling. Sige, any other idea?
Mag-compose og blueprint.
Lloyd Bryan, sino to? Lloyd Bryan Bacolod?
Nanas po, sir.
Nanas. Okay. Unsa to imong idea?
Magkuhan po og mag-compose og buwag sa blueprint, sir.
Okay, sige.
Hala, sir.
Mag-compose siya sa blueprint, or probably what you are thinking is makita nato siya sa blueprint kining scaling.
Ayan.
Okay, sige. So nanay term, no? Technical term, blueprint, sige.
Smaller na sir, na measurements sa actual na
Okay. Sabi ni Macrohon, class, smaller na measurement compared sa actual or sa actual na object, for example. Okay? Sige, tingnan natin. Okay, last two before we proceed with the main discussion. What's your idea? Let's start with what you know. Bacolod.
Ang scaling, sir, ay isang paraan ng pag-guhit, sir, para palakihin o mabawasan ng isang guhit sa laking haba ng mga sukat, sir.
Sige. So may binanggit si Bacolod, no? Para palakihin or, ano yun, Bacolod? Palakihin or?
Mabawasan, sir.
Mabawasan yun.
Ang
Okay, sige. Sige. So those are your ideas, class, now about scaling now. Again, let's try to check. Okay, so we'll start, class. Let's start the discussion with what is scaling all about, or what is the definition of scaling? Okay, when we say scaling, what does it mean? Okay. So for the definition, can anybody read the description?
Opo, sir.
Sige, go ahead, Nanas.
Definition. A scale is defined as the ratio of the linear dimensions of the object as represented in a drawing to the actual dimensions of this same.
Yan daw yung meaning ng... Okay, thank you, Nanas. So, yan daw yung meaning ng scale, class. Defined as the ratio of the linear dimensions, so linear dimensions of the object as represented in a drawing to the actual dimensions of the same. So may nagbanggit kanina, no? Pwede lang mabawasan, pwedeng madagdagan, okay, yung tukat. Okay, so ratio, class. When we say ratio, ano yung naiisip natin dyan when we say ratio? Ma-encounter natin yan sa math, most especially. So, ano yung pumapasok sa isipan nyo when you see the word or hear the word ratio?
yung between na measurement niya, sir.
Between na measurement, okay?
Yung mga
Sige. What operation, class, sa math? Pag sinabing ratio? Plus, minus, times, divide.
Divide, sir.
Sino yan?
divide.
Okay, sila pa, si Bacolod, sabi nila divide, class. So, that's actually correct, no? So, if you try to look at here, we have this representative fraction. So, another ma-associate natin sa word na ratio, class, is the word fraction. Okay? So, we have this, okay, that RF, or the representative fraction related to scaling, is the length of the object in the drawing divided by the actual length of the object. So, notice, class, na gi-highlight na to. Ang length of the object in the drawing, gi-highlight na to yellow. Okay, yellow. And then the actual length of the object, i-highlight na to green para makita na to. Whether it is in fraction form, okay, 1/100, or into this form, okay, 1:100, yung nani iyang forma. Ato ang representative fraction. So again, the operation involved is division, okay, ratio, fraction, or Another word for that is proportions. Eh, una niya itong makita. Most especially kini class. 1:2 something. Okay? Una niya kasagaran na ito ang makita when we talk about scaling. Okay? Now, engineering drawings class are prepared either in tatlo. Okay? We have full size, reduced size, or enlarged size. Kung titingnan natin itong table natin dito, ito yung kanilang mga possible na mga values. No? Kanina may nagbanggit, no? Sir, pwede mabawasan, pwede po madagdagan ang kuan basta scaling. Okay? Ito na yung class. May reduced size, pwede mabawasan from a big object, papaliitin natin sa ating drawing, or enlarged size. Kung yung actual object naman natin is maliit, pwede nating palakihin doon sa ating drawing. Or another way is full size. Okay? Kung gaano siya kalaki on the actual, ganun din yung ating pagkaka-drawing. Kaya kung mapansin nyo class, sa ratio dito, yung representative fraction nila, full size scales is 1:1. Okay? Enlarging scales is 50:1, 5:1, 20:1, yan, 10:1, 2:1. And then reducing scales, ito naman yan. Now I have a question class. Based on those values, looking at the table, what do you think is the pagkakaiba ng reducing scales sa enlarging scales? How will we determine kung reduced scale ba yan o enlarged scale? Sige daw.
Reduce sir kay mas
Sige, go ahead, Lapas.
ay sa right side. If enlarging scales naman sir is mas dapat sa left side.
Okay. So, sakto, no? So, kung titingnan natin, sabi ni Lapas class, kung reduce scale daw, mas malaki dito sa right side. Okay? Kapag enlarge scales naman, mas malaki dito sa left side. Okay? So, pwede yan na palatandaan natin. Ano pa class? Anong possible
Sir,
pagkakaiba? Sige, go ahead. Sino yan?
Nana sir.
Oh, nanas na naman. Sige, go ahead.
Ang reducing scale sir kay sa drawing kay gamay pero sa actual kay dako. Tas ang sa enlarging scale kay dako sa drawing pero gamay siya sa actual.
Okay. Pwede. So that's another way of looking at it. Okay? Reducing scales and enlarging scales. Aside from that class, kanina kasi nabanggit ni Lapas, mas malaki yung right side compared sa left side. Yung enlarging scales naman, mas malaki sa left side, maliit yung sa right side. Any other way of saying that? Anong other way of saying that? Sige daw.
Ang number sir.
Ganito,
Sa
sige.
reducing sir gagawin sir tapos sa enlarging sir dagko na.
Sa reducing gagmay, sa enlarging dagko. Can you specify sa reducing ano yung gagmay? Sa reducing scale? Reducing scale?
Yung start is yung sir, yung una na number.
Ano pala yung nangunguna na number sa reducing scale?
Sir, example na, paano to 1 tweet ng 1 tapos may 20 sa enlarging scale naman sir, 5 1 sir, mas less of 0 sir,
Okay. So, mas less o 0. Sige. So, ganito class, look at the value of the ones sa reducing scale. Look at the value of the 1 sa enlarging scales. Ano yung positioning ng 1 class on those two? Ano yung pagkakaiba ng positioning ng 1?
Longitude at latitude sir. Mawala?
Less than and greater than sir.
Less than and greater than. Pwede yun na Tingnan ninyo. So dito class, no? Sa reducing scale, we have 1 sa left side. Okay? Sa enlarging scales naman, it's always 1 on the right side ng ating representative fraction. Okay? So it's always 1 on the right. For enlarging, dito naman, it's always 1 on the left. And it's always sa right is greater than 1. Ito namang enlarging scales, it's always sa left that is greater than 1. So yan yung pagkakaiba nitong mga drawings na ito. Okay? Enlarging, reduced, and full size. Okay? So let's now move on. We have an example here, class. So on the right, you will see a drawing. Okay? So we will be able to draw this one on the later part. Okay? We have an example. Sabi dito, suppose we have this drawing on the left, the right yan guys, on the right, drawn in the scale of 1:100. So kung ito daw na drawing na to is drawn in the scale of 1:100. Okay, so this means that 1 centimeter on the drawing is equivalent to 100 centimeters or 1 meter on the actual object. So meaning nito class, kung ang scale daw niya is 1:100, kada 1 centimeter ani nga drawing, for example, this is 25. Okay? So if this is 25 centimeters, this is equivalent to 2,500 centimeters on the actual object. Tingon ana ato ang pag-visualize anang scale, okay? Also, similarly, sabi dito, this means that 1 inch on the drawing is equivalent to 100 inches on the actual object. It's because our scale is 1:100. Okay, so una na ato ang pag-tanaw ani. Again, kung napansin ninyo class, nagsugod ta og 1. So this means, since nag-start tag 1, on the left, so this is actually a reduced size na drawing. Okay? Tingon ana ato ang pagkuan ani, pag visualize ani nga. Sa drawing, mauni siya kagamay, but on the actual, mas dako pa di ay, okay? We have a question here. Okay, basa? Anybody from the class?
Sir.
Sige, go ahead. Sino yan?
Lorenzo, sir.
Loreno, sige, go ahead.
If an actual length of 20 meters is drawn on a scale of 1:250, what will be its equivalent length?
Okay. So, nana ang one class, no? Kung nano tayo actual nga object class, ang length sa actual nga object is 20 meters. Now, isod kay na pasaktuhon sa to ang drawing plate or sa ato bitaw atong ginadrawingan nga bond paper. So 20 meters, di na masakto class. So we have to reduce this one. So reduce size drawing tayo. Kaya 1:250 yung nakikita natin dito. Now sabi diyan, what will be its equivalent length on the drawing? Okay, so kung 20 meters siya sa actual, gamitan daw nato siya scale nga 1:250. Unsa daw iyang mahimong length didto sa ato ang drawing? Okay?
5,000 meters, sir.
5,000 meters, sige. So I'll give you class,
5,000
I'll give you 3 minutes. Okay? I'll give you 3 minutes to try to solve this one on your paper. Then mamaya, after 3 minutes, pwede nyong isend sa GC natin para makita natin yung inyong mga sagot. Okay, so your 3 minutes starts now. Again, the situation is 20 meters daw. Actual, ginamitan natin ng scale 1:250. What will be the equivalent length sa drawing natin? Okay, there is an answer sa GC. Sino to? Angelo Lapas. It's 5,000 meters. Okay, check mo yan, Lapas. Okay, if it's 5,000 meters sa drawing, mahirapan tayo isakto na, no? Sa ato ang drawing, kay wala man tayo drawing plate na 5,000 meters. So, check your solution. Sige.
Wala.
Pila Ibanez?
Wait lang. Wait lang.
Sige, sige. Okay, we have another answer from Garcia. So, ito yung kagandahan class no pag change nyo yung inyong nickname sa GC. Okay, katulad nito Garcia, Wilfredo E. So malalaman agad natin. Sabi niya 250 centimeters, okay? Sige, check natin yan mamaya. Tingnan natin, how about the others? Kung may solution kayo dyan class, pwede nyo picturean then send sa GC para makita din namin paano nyo sinolve, okay? Okay, time's up. Sige, ano pa yung answers nyo dyan? Send nyo na lang sa GC. Nanas, 50 centimeters. Mac Andrew Orofino, 8 centimeters. Okay, magkaiba. Maganda to class. Magkakaiba kayo ng sagot. Okay, that's good. 250 centimeters. Amugis. Sige. $125 centimeters. Montilde. Sige. Alright, sige. So, tingnan natin, no? Tingnan natin yung inyong mga sagot. Okay, now, how do we solve this problem or how do we solve this type of question sa scaling, okay? So, dito class, we will use this one. Right, so sabi dun sa problem class, we will be using the scale na 1:250. Okay? So another way of saying that is we will be using 1 centimeter by 250 centimeters. Kasi meaning ng 1:250 class, nag-cancel lang yung ating tawag dito. Nag-cancel lang yung ating unit. Okay, dito. This case, yung centimeter, this actually cancels out. Kaya naging 1:250. By writing 1 cm by 250 centimeters, we will know that yung 250 centimeters is actually equivalent to 2.5 meters. Okay? Kasi sa isang meter, we have 100 centimeters. So meaning itong 250 centimeters class is equal to 2.5 meters. Okay? So yan yung ating scale. Okay? Now, if we look, balikan natin yung definition natin ng representative fraction. Okay? We have length on drawing divided by actual length. Okay? So ito yung ating formula kanina. Na yung representative fraction is length on drawing, gaano siya kahaba sa drawing, over the actual length. Now, kung ang ating RF is itong 1 centimeter over 2.5 meters, okay, is equal to the length on the drawing divided by yung actual length natin na 20 meters. Okay, so yung gagawin natin dyan, sunod natin gagawin is we will be cross-multiplying this one dun sa kabila. So what we will get, maiiwan yung length on drawing, magiging ganito na yung kanyang forma. Okay, that the length on drawing will be equal to the 20 meters na actual length times sa ating representative fraction na 1 centimeter over 2.5 meters. So what will happen is that itong meters dito, this will cancel out. So, maiwan yung centimeters. Okay, no? Mangyayari 1 times 20 divided by 2.5. So, what will be the answer for this one? Tingnan natin sa inyong pan. So, actually, class, ang tama dito, ilike ko na lang ha, itong kay Bacolod, kay Macrohon, kay Orofino. So those are the correct answers for this one. Okay? Because 20 divided by 2.5 is actually 8 centimeters. So meaning, itong 20 meters na di magkasya dun sa papel, sa drawing plate natin, pwede na nating ilagay. Kasi 8 centimeters na lang. So continuing our discussion class with this one, okay? So we have this question. Why scale, or bakit ba natin kailangan scale yung mga bagay-bagay or yung drawing, okay? Yung actual object, bakit natin kailangan scale? Okay? From a big object, papaliitin natin. From a small object, papalakihin natin sa drawing. Or the other way around is, kung gaano siya kalaki sa actual, ganun din kalaki sa drawing natin. Why do we need to do that? Okay? So the answer, class, is actually necessity. Depende sa necessity. Okay? So ideally, we want our drawings to be an exact replica of the actual object in terms of length. Gusto natin, gaano siya kalaki, ganun din siya kalaki sa drawing. Pero, that's not always convenient. Okay? So, imagine na lang, class, okay, imagine the size of the paper to be used to draw the full-size blueprint of a ship. Okay, so may nagbanggit sa inyo kanina during our introduction about blueprint. Okay? Imagine, class, kung gaano kalaki yung papel na kakailanganin kung idodrawing natin yung barko. Okay? Yung blueprint ng isang barko. So, to do that, kailangan nating scale down or i-reduce size yung ating actual na object. We can only do that through the utilization of scaling. Okay? Now you have different types of scale. Pakibasa ng first one.
Ako, sir.
Iba naman. Lamila. Parang nag-volunteer ito sa Lamila kanina. Engineer scale.
Sir,
Okay, go ahead. Pakibasa ng engineer scale.
the relation between the dimension on the drawing and the actual dimension of the object is mentioned numerically.
Okay? Example niyan will be
Sir, 10 millimeters equals to 15 millimeters, sir.
15
Meters, sir, meters.
Okay. So what this means, guys, is sa drawing, isusulat daw natin talaga ito. Engineer scale na sa kada 10 mm or 10 millimeters na dinodrawing natin, that is actually equivalent to 15 meters sa actual. So that's one type of scale. So makikita natin ito sa drawing. What's the other type of scale? Okay, basa?
Sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir,
Yan. Lozano.
Graphical scale. Scale is drawn the drawing itself. This takes care of the shrinkage of the general scale with the drawing becomes old.
Okay. So what do we mean by, thank you, Lozano, what do we mean by ano, class? By shrinkage?
Paggamay.
Ano yan? Okay, go ahead.
Paggamay.
Yun, okay, paggamay. Shrink ang atuang drawing, class, especially kung magkadaan na. Okay, most of the blueprints, no? O ano dyan na, that is kept, and then sa magkadaan siya, magkagamay po diyang papel. So, to do away with that, so nigamit ta og laing form of scale we call the graphical scale. Now, there are 4 types of graphical scale. We have plane scale, diagonal scale, vernier scale, comparative scale. So, kung namoy mas shop karon, class, machine shop, so this is actually part of the tools sa inyong machine shop. What is that tool, class, if you can identify? Yung vernier scale, anong tool ito sa inyong machine shop? Ano yan, makulot? Yun, okay? Vernier caliper. So that's actually related to this vernier scale. So, ito class, di ko na lang to i-discuss sa inyo in detail, yung plane scale, diagonal scale, but I'll be giving you a handout doon sa ating binakel. So, ipopost ko na lang yung handout para alam ninyo ano tong plane scale, diagonal scale, at saka vernier scale. Okay, so, ganyan na lang. Now, we have here questions relating to scaling. Couple of questions. So, I searched this one class sa Google kanina. So, on the floor plan. So, when we are drawing houses, mga plano sa balay, plano sa barko, there is actually what we call a plan. Okay, now, sabi dito class, floor plans should be drafted to scale, which means reducing the size of your drawing so the entire space can be reasonable fit on a piece of paper or screen. Sabi dito, a common scale is 1/4 inch is equal to 1 foot. Yan daw yung scale na ginagamit for floor plans. Now, the question is, sabi natin dito, if the common scale for floor plans is 1/4 inch is to 1 foot. Now, which of the following is equivalent to this scale? So, sige daw class. Try to calculate this one. 1/4 inch is to 1 foot. Which of the following is equivalent to this scale? So, you can actually share your screen. Ready ka na, Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Sige, ganito. I-share mo yung iyong screen. How did you come up with 1:48? Para makita namin. Yes, sir. Let's see, class.
Okay. Gusto lang ako, sir, kung kuan, sir, kining iunawataan ako, sir.
Okay, pwede bang maisulat mo yung yung solution para makita namin? How did you come up with 1:48?
Ay, pwede i-explain na ako, sir.
Sige. Pwede. Sige. Go ahead.
Sir, ay sa 1 foot, sir, ay 12 inches, sir. So, sa isang inches, sir, na ay upat ka 1 foot, sir. So, 12 inches times 4, sir, equals 48, sir. So, 1:48.
1:48.
1
Okay.
equals to 48. Tama, sir?
Yes. Okay, so, yun, no? The idea was, yung 1 foot is pila ka inches to, Garcia?
12, sir.
12. Okay, so ito yung, the key here class is, yung 1 foot is actually equivalent to 12 inches. Okay, so, meaning itong scale na to is 1/4 inch by 12 inches. So, yun na yung binanggit ng kaklase ninyo, si Garcia, na times 4 niya lang. Okay, so 1/4 inch is to 12 feet, 12 inches, naging 1:48. So our answer here, class, is letter B. That's actually the answer. Letter B. Okay, let's move on to the next question. How about this one? Pakibasa Tapang? Parang ano to si Tapang kanina. Kindly read the question. Sige, go ahead.
Which of the following scales represent the condition where every 2 centimeter on the drawing is equivalent to 10 meter on the actual object?
Okay, so I'll give you time, class. Okay? Then later, I'll select someone na sino yung nakatama pag-solve, you'll be explaining. So, mas maganda, class, kung mapakita ninyo yung inyong solution, okay? Ma-share ninyo yung inyong screen. Okay, go ahead. Alright, sige. Time's up. Sige, so I will let Orofino, no? It's the second time na siya yung nag-answer. Okay, for the problems. Okay. Orofino, how did you solve? How did you come up with 1:500? Can you share with us your solution?
Pwede picture lang, sir.
Yes, pwede.
Send lang sa G.
Sige, ganun. Send mo na lang sa GC din. Doon namin tingnan. How did you come up with the answer? Okay, you can start explaining. Okay, you can now start explaining.
So, 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters. So, times sir? 10 meters times 100 centimeter. So, equals 1,000 centimeter. Then, divide 2 centimeter equals 500 centimeter. So, sir.
Okay. So you know, that's actually yung process, okay? To solve, bakit naging 500 yung ka-partner ng 1, okay? Okay, di ba itong, sabi ni Juan kanina, ni Orofino, 10 meters, di ba ito? So, this one is 2 centimeters. So, hanapan natin ng paraan na maging katulad sila. Na, kasi ito centimeter, ito meter. So, ito, kinonvert niya into centimeters. So, sabi niya, sa kada meter daw, merong 100 centimeters. So, pag i-times natin yung 100 sa 10, that is actually, pila ba na? 100 times 10 is
1,000. 1,000, sir.
1,000, no? So, 1,000. So, meaning, ang 10 meters ni ay is 1,000 centimeters. Okay, so 2 centimeters is to 1,000 centimeters. So, 2 is to 1,000. Or kung i-lowest terms na to, class, 2 is to 1,000, asa diri iyang equivalent?
D.
Yung letter
500.
Okay, 1 is to 500. Okay. 2 is to 1,000. Okay. 1 is to 500. Okay, if there is no other question, class, so that will be all for this session.